We would like to acknowledge the traditional owners of the land on which we record today, the Turrbal and Yuggera people.
We pay our respects to elders past and present. Aboriginal land always was, always will be. Sovereignty was never ceded. Hello, my name is Gina.
Hello, my name is Aimee.
And we are
As Good As It Gets.
Hello, welcome back, Aimee. How you doing?
I'm good, Gina. Except for this pimple on my forehead.
You know what? I wouldn't have noticed it until you pointed it out to me.
God bless concealer. You know
and
what I mean?
now I'm like, wow, there's a big fucking... No.
Now I'm like, Jesus
Christ.
I can't believe you went out in public with that. My God.
What a fucking loser.
And you'd be right.
Am I right? You know, I'm really thankful that we have such good self-talk with one another.
Yeah. Just really about like positivity
Yeah.
and that kind of thing.
Good vibes.
Yeah. How are you?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's been great.
I can see a saucy bra strap and it's a hot
stop
pink.
It.
I like that.
I am a hot pink, you know?
Full stop moving on.
You know?
Gina, what's on the cards today? What are we doing?
Okay, well, we must discuss our new month's resolutions.
Yes.
What happened? What occurred? Did we enjoy it? Did we hate it? Will we continue? Who can say?
Yes.
We will.
We will.
In about 5 minutes.
Yes, great.
Aimee, first, I want you to tell me about you.
Okay, well, Gina / listeners at home, I have just got home from a date.
No.
About 3 hours ago. Not even that, 2 hours ago.
Okay.
You want the deets, Gina?
Tell me his name first. Give me a fake name. I love names. Names are important.
Okay, so his fake name is Jeremiah.
Jesus Christ. Yeah, so what did Jeremiah?
Jeremy's better. Let's go with Jeremy.
Okay, Jeremy.
So had a date with Jeremy. This is a Hinge date.
Who initiated?
He did.
Okay, good,
Yes.
good.
We've been chatting for like a week and a bit. Like
A week?
Yeah.
An entire week? What do you talk about for a week?
Well, let's keep in mind, I've been in rehearsals, full-time rehearsals, so I have been very preoccupied. Also, there were 2 days there where he didn't respond to me, so I just thought he'd ghosted me.
Yeah.
And then when he realized, he was like, oh my God, I'm so sorry. He's like, I didn't get the notification and this hadn't been on.
That sometimes is a lie, but sometimes also true.
Yes.
And then I'm like, why haven't they messaged? Oh, it's me.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh.
Sorry.
Oh, I am the problem.
I played
then
myself.
Then he gave me his number, so then we were texting, so it was
Okay.
fun.
Okay, but that's a real question. What do you actually talk about for a week?
Like,
Like, do you go, how are you today? How are you today? I'm good, you know?
I think because it wasn't like constant back and forth, so it's just random getting to know you questions. I can tell you about his favorite ice cream flavors.
Really?
I can
Do you
tell you
ask
what
them
he does
that?
for work. It just comes up, Gina.
Does it?
When you're a girl who is not meant to eat dairy,
Oh.
dairy comes up in conversation more than you'd think.
Does it?
Gina,
Just-
you wouldn't understand.
You're right. I don't. Can I just say before we move on to about Jeremiah, because
Yeah.
here's my problem with the dating apps.
Yeah.
I get on them and I match with men, sure, fine. And then they do there may be a bit of witty banter. And then there's a lull. There's the first lull, right?
Yes.
And that's when I'm like, okay, we've had banter. Ask me out.
Yeah.
And if they don't, I immediately am done.
Yep.
I unmatch them.
Mhm.
Is that not what, you know what I mean?
Yeah, I know what you mean. I think it depends on how much attention I'm giving to it. I think because I really haven't been on like the apps unless I've got a message, like I haven't been swiping away.
Right.
I've only been going on when I have the notification just because I've been really busy. But other times when I'm like, find me a man and I'm swiping through, yes, same thing. Like I'll be like, why didn't you respond to me? What a loser. Unmatch.
Okay.
Yeah.
Interesting. Carry on. Jeremiah.
So Jeremy, he suggested, well, initially we were going to go and grab lunch at, I'm just going to say the name of it, at, what is it, Joey's or Jody's or Joey's, I think it is, in Kangaroo Point.
Sure.
Yes, great. It's like overlooking the cliffs. It's like a cafe there.
Lovely.
But yesterday it started raining, and so I was like, hey, wet weather plan. What do we think? Mm-hmm. Because that's not going to be the aesthetic.
Yes.
And he was like, do you want to go to Goma? And I was like, Goma? That is such an interesting choice from a supposedly straight man.
See, I don't see what you see with that. I think Goma's a lovely choice. I don't think it's an interesting choice. I think it's just a good choice.
I think it's a good choice, and maybe that's why I think it's interesting, because I was expecting less.
I see. Your standards floor.
Sure.
In hell. Yes.
Yeah, literally in hell. And I was like, oh, I'm on the floorboards now. That's so wild.
Yeah.
So we met up. Well, actually, I was late because I was looking for a car park.
That's so unlike you.
Indeed.
Yeah.
And
I mean that in earnest.
No, I agree in earnest.
Yeah.
But I was late because the bridge near Goma, I went over because it was like one way. And so I ended up going back into the city, and I was like, help. So I do a big old 180. And he ended up calling me. Like, not because I was late, but I had messaged.
Where are you?
I had messaged and been like, so sorry, sir. I'm an idiot. And then he called me. He's like, hey, do you want to park in blah, 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 in West End? Like, there's heaps of parks there.
Oh.
That's where I'm parked, and we can walk in together. And I was like, oh, great. And I thought that was... Now I'm saying it, I'm like, that just seems like the minimum, like so decent. But I was like, oh, that's nice. That's thoughtful.
I understand what you mean. But when no one gives you bare minimum and a man is like, here is just a thoughtful thing, you're like, holy fucking shit.
I'm like, here's one thoughtful gesture. And I'm like, oh. Oh my God.
So turned on that now.
So I parked in West End. We walked to Goma together, stopped for a coffee along the way. He bought me a hot chocolate. Continued walking to Goma, went and checked out the art.
I've heard it's very good.
Well, we didn't go to the paid exhibit. We were going to all the free ones.
Cheap.
Yes, but also I don't care.
Okay, no worries.
I kind of do want to see the paid one, but I knew that we were going to be having lunch afterward as well, so I was kind of happy to just be like
a lot of paying things.
Yeah.
Do you want to go to Goma?
And so okay,
nice.
okay, great. So we're going to Goma.
Okay.
But before we go to Goma, so I went to Goma with Jeremy.
Jeremy Amaya.
Just having like banters, chats. We had very similar sense of humor, which I was like, hot, nice. I got told off by a security person at Goma because I pointed at a painting.
Why is that?
It was so bizarre. I stood near-ish to it, but not beyond the rope or anything in front of it.
Yeah.
And she came up, she was like lovely, like nice tone about it. She was like, hey, just watch how close you get to the painting there. And I was like, babe, I'm not going to run my like hand through it. And what do you mean?
Yeah, and make love to it.
And I felt kind of bad in the moment because I could feel that my tone was a little bit rude because I was just like,
what's happening
I was
here?
like, yeah, I'm not going to touch it. I was like, okay. No. What? But then she kind of like followed us with her eyes for a moment, and I was like, I look like an abiding citizen. What do you mean?
Yeah.
Anyway, that was fine. Then we went for a little walkie around South Bank. Thankfully, it stopped raining by this point. We went to, Brooklyn Depot. Had some burgers and chippies. And then we walked... And then we walked over to Queen Street because he had to buy a memory card for his camera.
He's a photographer.
He's not yet. He wants to get into photography.
So does he have a camera?
Yes, he has a camera.
Does he know how to use it?
Don't know.
Okay. How old is he?
31.
Okay.
He's had the camera for a while, and it's something I think that he's getting back into. I also realized I've said this really quite like judgingly, like, imagine having a hobby. I just thought it was more funny that it's like, oh my God, romantic date. We're going to JB Hi-Fi. I really didn't mind at all. It was fine.
Sure. Yeah.
And then we walked back over all the way to West End from
That's so
Queen
much
Street.
walking.
It was so much walking.
Yeah.
I'm tired.
Yeah.
We walked back over, had a little smooch,
Okay.
and then got in the car.
No, tell me more.
That's it.
No,
Oh,
I don't think it is.
well, it is. It was literally like little peck, little hug.
How did it go? I'm always so curious as to how you do first date kisses when A, you haven't been drinking, and B, it's daytime.
Right. Okay. It was like so we were basically going to go, and I was just like, I would like to do this again. Do you want to? And he was like, yeah, that'd be great. And I was like, okay. And I think we just like both went in and like kissed each other. Yeah. And then like had a hug, kissed again, and then I walked away.
2 kisses. You didn't say that.
Oh my God, I'm such a slut.
Slut. What is slut? Okay, yeah, okay. And the smooch, although it was a mwah.
I think it was actually too fleeting to have.
I hate that.
Like I literally almost had immediately the thought when I got in the car, I was like, should have kissed him for longer. Couldn't make actually make an assessment.
Yeah. Mm-hmm,
But okay, Gina, this is wild.
Okay.
I can't see any red flags yet. Or there is like literally nothing I am yet unsure of.
Are you sure?
Yeah.
Are you really sure?
Well, now that you say it.
What do you mean? Not even one? This is...
I don't... Yeah. What my brain did was, well, what is the problem? Because I was like, oh, there's not anything immediate that's come up. So I'm like, well, there has to be something.
Does he have a good relationship with his parents?
Yeah, relatively. He has like multiple half or step siblings, but no full siblings.
That's fine. I don't know why I said a good relationship with their parents would be like a red flag, but I'm just, if anything, I'm trying to find the holes.
Yes, yeah. He owns a house.
Wow.
He's a homeowner.
Where does he live?
Fairfield.
Oh. That's interesting. Okay, so no red flags for Jeremy Jeremiah.
Yeah.
And he's 31.
Yep.
Homeowner.
Yep.
Into photography.
Yep.
Is he tall?
He could be taller, but he's taller than me.
I mean, great.
Not a height when I'm like, oh, you're so short. Like an actual decent height.
I think we are, what's the word? Shallow.
Yes. Okay, in my head, I feel like I always go, 6 foot is the ultimate. Blah, blah, blah.
Yeah.
For literally no reason other than that is apparently something that I like. But my ex-boyfriend was 6'2", and whilst aesthetically I was like, yeah, hot, that hurts your neck.
It does.
And so what I did notice when we had a little peck, I was like, that was so nice that I was on my feet and like not my tippy toes.
So with all of my exes, they haven't been really tall and they haven't been really short. They've been at the right amount of height where it doesn't hurt my neck. And I either am slightly tippy toeing or not at all.
Oh my God.
It's been really hot.
That sounds so sexual, Gina. Oh my God.
Except for the fact of the abuse. But like...
Nah, disregard. That's hot. I would say he's probably about 5'10", I think.
Fabulous.
Actually, it would say it on his profile. Let's have a look.
Stop this, Aimee.
Let's have a look. What's his I reckon he's 5'10".
But to be honest, I don't think height is that much of a thing.
No.
I think we make it to be a thing, but it's not really. So to all my short kings out there, slide them to my DMs.
He gives short king energy.
Oh, hot.
5'9".
I don't know what that means, but good on him.
Good on him.
Yeah.
I almost said his real name then.
Jeremy,
good on you, Jeremy.
Nah, say it. Nah. Okay.
He'll listen to this too. I told him to listen.
Fuck.
He's going to...
I didn't know it. I mean, sorry, Jeremiah. You sound lovely. I'm sure you don't have red flags.
Yeah. I'm sure you have so many green flags.
By the way, I live near you, so...
Oh, yeah. Oh, my God. Friendship.
Yeah,
Jeremy,
cool.
if this is just a ploy to get closer to Gina, well done, because I did not see it coming.
Worked. Okay, I'm so sorry if you're listening to this, Jeremiah. I'm a judgmental bitch, and that's fine.
Yeah,
I
but
know
she's
this
hot.
Yeah, but I'm hot, so it's fine.
It's fine. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's great. I'm really happy for you at this moment in time.
Yeah. And at least I can take away, like, you know, even if it goes up in flames like almost every other thing in my life has, this has been a really nice first date.
I'm glad. You know what that needs?
Yeah, go on, Gina.
Yeah. Yeah, that's right.
Gina pushed that button, everybody. That was Gina on the sound effects.
That's me. Aimee, do you want to hear something pretty cool?
Oh my God, yes.
So you may remember many, many moons ago when we were doing BDE for the first time.
Yeah.
I mentioned, hey, big dick energy. He rides a horse and owns an Akubra.
I remember it well.
Guess who matched with someone who rides a horse and owns an Akubra. Yeah, that's right.
Oh my gosh, have you chatted to them?
Yes. and
And?
he hasn't replied.
Oh, that's great.
But I'm like he's a farmer boy.
Oh my God.
And he owns an Akubra and he
Farmer
has like a
wants a
dog
wife.
and I'm really excited.
Wow. Which app?
Hinge.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
So you know what? I'm so excited I might even double text him.
Oh, I'm so excited for you to get married to a farmer. That's really nice.
Yeah, me too.
You love animals.
I love animals.
Oh.
Yeah, I saw geese today.
Whoa. Seeing any kookaburras?
No.
Oh.
Saw some cows.
All right.
That's nice.
That's nice.
I saw a kangaroo.
Whoa.
I'm not even kidding.
A real one?
A real one.
I saw
It
an
hopped.
ibis.
You win. Ah, not those bin chickens.
Classic ibis.
All right, Aimee, look, what
Gina.
are we doing?
Okay. So, listeners, you may remember we do a monthly segment called New Month's Resolutions, and it is that time. It is the time to reflect on our previous resolution and then, unfortunately, set a new one. Gina, what was our resolution for this past month?
This month, we were going to go to a dance class.
Yeah.
Jazz hands, less jazz hands and more sexy, sensual something.
Sexy hands.
Sexy hands.
Yeah.
And so we did.
Yes.
We went to a class. It was a heels class.
Yes.
And
And apparently beginner.
so when we were looking up the timetable, there was absolute beginner at this time, and then there was beginner heels. And we decided, look, we're not absolute beginners.
Yeah, we've got rhythm.
Yeah. So we'll do the beginners class. And I think, Aimee, you have a little something?
I have a little something. This is a little recording of how I was feeling as Gina and I were about to walk into said class.
Hello, this is Aimee. I'm coming to you from my car. As I sit waiting for Gina to arrive, we are about to complete our new month's resolution of trying out a spicy dance class. I am so nervous. But two girls just walked past me and they looked cute, and I was worried that, I don't know, there would be no new people or like we'd be the only ones in the class. I don't know. So I've seen other people live, laugh, love. I am feeling like I could do an anxious poo. But I just woke up from a nap. Oh my God, I'm having a stroke. I woke up from a nap like an hour ago. So I'm just, look, I'm just vibing. Anyway, let's see how we go.
Aimee, you sound so hopeful. And I'm so glad Jeremiah will hear that you wanted to do an anxious poo.
We already spoke about dairy-induced bowel movements on our date, so I'm fine with.
Does he eat dairy?
He shouldn't.
Oh, I see. He's a dairy boy.
Yeah.
Interesting. Yes. So Aimee was nervous. I was also nervous.
Yeah.
I was shitting bricks. I was like,
Literally.
I sent Aimee different heels. I was like, which one should I wear? I don't know.
Oh.
Anyway, so we got there. I thought we were going to be late. We were right on time, and thankfully the other class was kind of just running a couple of minutes behind.
Yeah.
And there's not much room to kind of wait. So you get into the hired space and you just see everyone dancing. And the class before us was a booty class.
Yeah.
And the amount of delicious women shaking their buttocks. It was great.
Yummy.
It was great. And we were like looking at each other like, this is great. And also, how are they doing that?
Yeah. Oh my God.
And I was also like, we can leave.
we can go. I was like, no, we can't, Gina. We've already paid.
But we can go. And then, so booty people left.
Booty people left.
Lovely.
And then we were summoned
we were summoned. Uh-huh.
Did a little warm up and then basically got straight into
Oh my God. Can I
routine.
just say,
Please.
so when we started, they were like, don't put your heels on. Come, let's sit in a circle. Yeah, remember this? They were like, sit in a circle. Yeah. Turn to a person that you didn't come with, that you didn't know, and tell them, what did she say? Tell them something about yourself or something? Tell them what your spirit animal would be.
Oh, yes.
Which, by the way, isn't really 2022 etiquette. But anyway, so I turned to a woman next to me. I haven't told you this. Lovely woman. We were chatting, it's awkward as it is. And she goes, oh, my spirit animal would be a whale, blah, blah, blah. And I was like, oh, that's so lovely, blah, blah, blah. And without thinking, I said, do you think that you are the whale? Or do you think that you just feel like a whale? And she looked at me like, what?
She was like, you're an idiot.
But she was also
Rightfully
like, are you
so.
insulting me? And I was like, oh no.
You're like, I just want to make friends.
I'm just trying to make conversation.
Oh my God.
Because I'm an idiot.
What did she say?
She said she was the whale.
Okay, great. And you were like, correct. And you're like, wait.
Oh my God. Anyway, so we started dancing and this lovely woman, can't remember her name, but she would be like, oh, and we go, ga, ba, ba, ba. Okay, good, got it, we're moving on. And Aimee and I would look at each other like, no, we haven't got it.
I have nothing. I have nothing that I have got.
I was like, I don't know what I'm doing. I don't know how to move my hips that way.
Oh my gosh. Yeah. Some of the movements, I was like, wait, I'm going to need you to break it down like 7 times more simpler than what you've just demonstrated.
And then she'd be like, okay, moving on.
At least I think there are a couple people in the same boat as us.
Yes.
Who were like,
what?
Excuse me. Yeah. So how long was this class? Do you know, like an hour and a half?
No.
No?
It started at 6.
Yeah.
And it ended at 7.
No. That's a lie.
It definitely started at 6.
Whoa.
And I remember, did it start at 6 or quarter to 6?
Oh, I'm not sure. I think the class was longer than an hour, but I'm not sure if it was an hour and a half.
No, so it might have been an hour 15.
Okay.
Yeah, but it was not long.
No.
And it went really quickly.
Yes.
And Aimee, what do you think? The results?
Oh, well, Gina.
Yes.
We know that we have a little something for the listeners.
Mm-mm.
When this goes live,
God,
we got a little video excerpt of Gina and I being saucy.
we're so sexy. I don't think you
Oh my
understand.
God. It's like a crime how hot we are.
We are pretty fucking hot.
Oh, yeah.
Like, I was nervous and shitting bricks, but by the end of it, I was like, I have at least half of this.
Oh, I have at least a good percentage of this down. Gina, the last time you did that routine, you were smoking. You were so hot. You were just like giving face. You're like licking your lips while you were dancing. I was like, oh, Gina.
I think we both brought it.
Yes.
Yes, and because we did it once through and I was very nervous dancing.
Yes.
And then the second time through, she was like, just have fun with it.
Yeah.
And I was like, you know what? Bet.
Yeah.
I'll do that.
I watched back the videos. The first time I get more of the choreography, but the
Yeah.
second time I have more fun.
Yes. Yeah. It's also because when we were practicing, she was in front of us doing it. So most of the time I was just looking at the choreographer and not at
Yes.
myself. Whereas this time when we were performing in quotation marks, I was just looking at myself and I was like, I don't remember what I'm doing. Na, 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 na,
Who's
na.
that? Oh,
Yeah.
it's me. Oh.
Oh, it's me. Oh.
Oh.
Oh, who's that sexy thing? I wonder if she's single. I think I would do it again.
Yeah, 100%.
And once Aimee is done with this stupid production, honestly, it's getting in the way of our podcast and friendship.
It is really getting in the way of my sleep, I'll tell you that much.
Give up your dreams.
All right. Yeah, great.
No, actually, I'm very keen. I was thinking about it today. When is it on? Will it be on?
Well, by the time this goes out, I think it will have already happened.
Well, that's great.
Or we'll have the final week. But in case not, October 7 to 22nd.
Okay, all right. So that's next week, bro.
Yes, opening night is on Friday.
Holy moly.
Yes.
Wow, that's exciting.
Yeah.
That's great.
I'm just tired.
Yeah, as you will be.
Because rehearsals are also in Noosa.
So that's pretty
big
far.
drive.
That's a big drive.
It's like 3-hour round trip.
That's fun. Anyway, look, happy for you.
Yes.
Happy for us.
Yeah.
Let's do that dance class again.
Yeah, big time.
What do you think we learnt this time around?
I think, okay, 2 things, major takeaways for me. First one is it is easier to do something scary with a pal.
I agree. That is so true.
Yeah. I think it was really nice that we were both there together just dying.
Freaking out. Yeah.
Yes.
And like when it was awkward or when I wasn't sure, I'd turn to you and be like, what are we doing here? Or I'd laugh about the dumb thing I did. And that made it more palpable.
Yes.
Whereas like sometimes when I do scary things, I would say 99% of the time I do it by myself because I am an introvert and like to do things alone anyway.
Yes.
But then I don't end up doing that scary thing again, even if I did enjoy it.
Yeah.
Because I'm like, oh, it's it's like playing fucking basketball by yourself. It's like, it's fun, but it's not what this is for. So I think I agree with you. I would love to do more scary things with friends because it makes it more fun and it makes it less scary.
100% less scary for sure. It becomes more of an experience that maybe you can laugh about.
Yeah.
Or just, not even laugh about, but just experience and be like, all right, well, that happened.
Yeah.
And it doesn't have to be such a anxiety inducing thing.
Or like if you do something, like if I was like, oh, you know what? I'm going to rock climb this month and I did it by myself and it went badly. I'd feel embarrassed and ashamed and maybe not do it again.
Yep.
Which is how this could have gone if we didn't go together.
Yeah.
I like that. That's a good thing to learn.
Second thing that I learnt, Gina, is that sexy dancing is fun.
It's so fun.
And there are spaces that exist where you can work up to feeling comfortable to do that.
Yes.
Because I was definitely still like feeling a bit apprehensive when we're performing, for lack of a better word. And I don't think it was judgment from others. I think it was judgment of myself. More so looking at myself in the mirror being like, I feel weird. But it is really, I think, comforting to know that those spaces exist and that it's an option.
I agree. Also, there were the 2 other new girls that were also there. They were very conventionally attractive, thin, beautiful women, and they were also having a hard time.
Yes.
And that I don't want to take pleasure in other people's downfalls. Not that it was a downfall, but I was like, okay, look, somebody else is in our boat.
Yes.
And, being attractive doesn't mean that you are suddenly good at things.
No, we're all out here just hating ourselves.
Yeah, 100%. And I think one thing I learned is that I should try being in more women-only spaces because I hardly ever do that. I hang out with a lot of men all the time and it's lovely, but also, bleh,
Yeah,
I mean?
do know.
I love women and I love the feminine and yes, it was a really lovely experience and I want to do it again.
Yeah.
Anyway, so no more New Month's resolutions because it's too scary and I give up.
So we've just decided after that nice little, doing scary things is nice with, friends along your side. We're giving up.
Yes. Two is good.
2 is great.
2 is so good. And that's it.
Yeah, well, and thanks for tuning in, everyone.
Okay.
Play the outro, Jen.
All right, no, unfortunately we have another month to do another resolution.
Yes.
Do you want to go first?
All right, Gina.
Go on.
So the one I'm thinking of now, this is going to sound quite boring, but it needs a bit of context.
Okay.
This month I am going to introduce 4 new meal preps into my routine.
Okay.
I know this is so boring.
No, I'm listening.
Okay, but I am not a cook.
Me either.
I am not a cook.
Brother
oh
in Christ.
God. I hate it. I just want my food to appear. I really only ever cook if I'm meal prepping.
I agree.
Yes. Great.
Yes. Honestly.
So, but I always meal prep the same things.
Yes.
And in this past week or 2, when I've been in rehearsals, I have had the great fortune of staying with my auntie for a few nights.
Lovely.
And she has cooked a lovely meal for the two of us every night. And then most days I've had leftovers
Oh, that's really
for the next day. And it has been so good. One day I had like an oven baked chicken and vegetable thing.
Wow.
She made moussaka.
Oh, shit.
Yeah, she made steak and vegetables. Like I was living a life of luxury.
That's nice. That's like 1950s housewife goodness. I'm into that.
Yeah, hot.
I understand why men want it. No, just kidding.
Just kidding.
We're not going down that road.
Yeah, so I really want to, that works out to be one new meal prep a week that I just want to introduce and learn how to do and see if I like it. And maybe then I will have more food in my life that isn't just gluten-free pasta and mince and sausages, mashed potato and veggies, even though that slaps.
Yes, I understand. I'm really proud of you. This sounds really healthy.
Thank you.
And I'm for it.
Oh,
Mine is also food-based.
Oh my God, I love that.
Okay, so this also needs context because
Yes.
on its own, you're like, Gina, really, that's not a challenge, but I'm going to expose myself.
Okay.
This month, I'm not going to have any takeout.
Oh my God, Gina. That's crazy.
Okay, now when I say this, I'm exposing myself. I'm a really unhealthy person.
Yep.
And I get away with it because I have good metabolism and I haven't died yet.
And I'm still living.
Yeah, like
Yes.
I'm really unhealthy to the point where, and I hate cooking. So I get takeout at least twice a week.
Oh,
More
Easy.
closer to 4, 5
yep.
times a week.
Yep.
And I'm not one of those people, you know those people that are like, oh, I just can't do KFC. It just, it makes me feel horrible. I'm not those person.
You're like, wow, are you okay?
How
you doing?
Popcorn chicken is my life.
Yeah, right.
And you know what? I live in a suburb. I'm going to expose myself. Who cares? And the reason why I moved to this suburb, a really big, heavy reason why I moved to this suburb is because there is a Hungry Jack's, a Taco Bell, a KFC, and a McDonald's all in the same suburb.
Oh, you hit the jackpot, Gina.
Like that is like takeout is a big part of my
Yeah.
life, and it's also ruining my life.
Yeah. It's a vicious cycle.
Yes.
Yeah.
And the reason why I started having so much takeout, another exposure of myself, and if you need to tune out, please do, is because I had an eating disorder for a very long time where I starved myself. I didn't eat pasta. I didn't eat carbs. I didn't eat rice at all. And then when I slowly started to come out of that, something one of my old therapists used to tell me is eating anything is better than eating nothing. And I was like, oh, okay. So if I have nothing in the cupboard because all I have is fruit and vegetables, I would just go out and get McDonald's.
Right.
Which has now turned into another unhealthy coping mechanism.
Yeah.
And I still sometimes go into those bad eating disorder thoughts. So not eating takeout will not end up in me starving myself again. It's just me, A, saving money, B, taking better care of my body, and C, just not being a fuckwit.
Yeah.
So there's a lot of reasons into why this is a hard and good thing for me.
Oh, yeah. Gina, that's really good. Like, that is such a healthy and difficult thing to try and do.
Yes.
Yeah.
I love takeout so much.
These are actually great resolutions for us.
You know what? I agree.
These are actually, like, difficult too.
It's going to be a big month.
Yeah.
And I hate cooking. You know what? And I had KFC today as my last supper.
Yeah. Hey, me too. Except it wasn't my last supper. It was just me being lazy.
Yeah, fair. Yeah. So we're both going to cook. I'm going to send you some stuff.
Okay.
Yeah, great.
I'll send, what I make you. Hello? What I make for me, I'll send to
Thank
you.
you for making me food.
Maybe I will.
Okay, great. Aimee,
Yes, Gina.
it's been a pleasure.
Truly.
But first, what got you good this week?
What got me good this week, Gina? Well, we mentioned it. I'm in a show. I'm in rehearsals.
Wait, what?
Oh, sorry. Brand new information.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. So in a musicale at the moment,
Oh.
I am exhausted, but it is wonderful. Like what's got me good is how genuinely lovely the entire cast and creative team are. There isn't a single person who I like roll my eyes at or wish wasn't there.
That's great.
It's such a beautiful bunch of people, and I am very excited to be doing the show with them. And it's also so good. Like it is actually really good. They're very talented.
Nice.
Yeah, that's got me good. What about you, Gina?
I'll tell you.
Yeah.
Last week, guess who I met for the first time?
Abby Chatfield.
Oh my God, that would be amazing.
Oh my God, I forgot to tell you that Jeremy loves
What?
Abby Chatfield.
Oh,
I'm so sorry. I forgot to. I admitted that.
the greenest flag.
The greenest of greens.
Such a big fat
anyway,
green flag.
as we were, who did you meet?
My niece.
Oh, Gina.
Oh! She is adorable. B, just a really good baby. Just
Yep.
like just happy to be alive.
Oh,
Happy to see people.
what's that
Doesn't-
like?
I don't know.
Should ask her. Get her on the pod.
Get her phone in. She's just and doesn't mind being held, doesn't mind being put down. Like she is just such a happy, wonderful baby, and she's at an age where she's just starting to find her little voice.
Yeah.
So it's not screaming, but it's just little baby like and little gurgles and
Yeah.
shit. It was the cutest fucking thing. And we went to Imaginaria
Oh, yes.
together, and she was like, what's going on here? She loved all the colors.
Yeah.
And it was the most wholesome day, and now she's back up in buttfuck nowhere, and I'm down here in buttfuck everywhere.
Yeah, right.
So that's sad, but so happy that I got to meet her.
Made your heart happy for a little bit.
Yeah, it did.
That's nice.
Yeah.
Well-
And she's ginger. Did I tell you that?
No.
Yeah, so that's the closest I'll ever get
Oh my God.
to like, oh, she looks like my offspring. She really doesn't, but she is ginger.
Yeah, wow.
Yeah, cute, hey?
Oh, I love a ginger.
Yeah, you do, hey?
Jeremy's not.
Oh, I was referring to me.
Oh. Well.
Oh, Aimee, I'm so excited for next week because you know what next week is?
Big dick energy.
It's got big dick energy. Oh,
I love beating.
I'm so excited to what you have to say.
Oh my gosh. Okay, Gina, but until then, good luck with your no takeaway.
Oh my God, good luck with your meal prep.
Jesus, take the wheel. Thanks, guys, for listening. We hope you lived, laughed, loved this episode.
And you know what we've never said?
What?
If you could like, subscribe.
Please, for the love of God, rate us. Please give us a review. Help us be famous.
So I don't have to work in hospo anymore.
Big yes.
Aimee, it's been a pleasure.
Gina, as always,
Until next time.
we are as good as it gets.